Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you.
What does the nanny do?
Okay, so we're done.
Goodbye.
You. Shut it off.
Do not twist my words. Do not make me a victim, sweetie.
Just look at the mountain. That's what you saw that day.
Just the knife in the kidneys over all these years and the sacrifices that I made to love you.
Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you.
Q&A and Clip Time Show. Q&A and Clip Time Show. It's an episode featuring questions and answers, specifically polygamy questions answered. Were you so excited to be jumping into these questions for the Brown family and eagerly sitting at the edge of your seat waiting for their answers?
I was like, what do we not know about them yet? And what good questions could people ask? I was just blown away by them.
You were blown away.
Just blown away by the questions.
I can tell by your enthusiasm, darling.
They were just so original and had never been asked before in any of the other Q&As.
Oh, of course. Well, we can't blame the people asking. Maybe they have amnesia, or maybe they're just discovering the Browns.
Or maybe they're make-believe.
Yeah, maybe they're just made up. To start off the episode, before we get into the Q&A, though, they have to show Kody running from house to house now that they're at the Brown family cul-de-sac. He's running from house to house, gathering everyone who's available to go answer questions in Meri's family room, where they've pushed some couches together, and now the parents are sitting in the back. And the little kids are gathered around in front, doing things, whatever, sitting around.
Of course, they have to show Kody running from house to house and pretend like this is organically happening. Like, hey, you know what? We get questions all the time from our fans, so I just noticed we've probably not answered them in a while. Let's just run around the cul-de-sac ringing our cowbell and saying, time to answer questions, like it's dinner time.
You didn't believe this happened organically, darling?
Oh.
I thought it was just spur of the moment. We're going to answer some questions. And then poof,
Oof.
Production crew, poof, lights, mics, camera, action. I just thought they were all waiting for Kody's next thoughts and Kody's next suggestion.
I love how they tried to like set it up all cute and whatever like that. And it's very obvious that it's a setup, but I can see what they were trying to do. I get the attempt, you know.
Yeah, having the entire crew waiting with the mixing board and the microphones didn't really help the spur of the moment vibes, but you know.
And the fact that we didn't see them have to shove those couches together. They just walked into Meri's and they were like that.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Meri's just like, oh, I think I heard Kody saying something about questions. No one's here, though, because, you know, I'm basically alone, but I'll just push the couches. Well, see, she could do that.
Maybe it was from their big last family therapy session that they've been having. They were already pushed together because they talk so much, don't they?
Oh, yes, they talk so much. And you can tell from this episode that they are constantly sharing with each other, exposing themselves inside and out to each other.
No new revelations whatsoever from these thoughtful questions.
Right. You guys are going to learn so much of this episode, so buckle up.
Buckle up, bitches.
Question number 1. Kimber, how about we do a volley back and forth on these questions? And you read us question number 1 for our listeners at home.
Sounds so wonderful and organic, just like this Q&A.
Yes! Let's just exactly! We're pulling a Kody Brown here.
Oh my gosh. Our first question comes from Danielle. Which mom is the most strict? And which mom is the easiest? We start with an answer from Isabel. She says, mine, Christine. And Peyton says, Meri, for the strictest of the moms. And Hunter says, I think it depends on the situation. Yeah, probably. They show us clips of different situations, as Hunter says, where, you know, each mom is having to play a different role and throwbacks to times where the kids have fucked up and the parents have to step in.
Yeah, those fuck up children.
Yeah.
One of them was Leon in the kitchen at Mary's in the morning where Meri was telling them that they couldn't use the minivan. Leon was, you know, ever understanding and completely like, oh, I get it, Mom. I get it. And then when prompted for the easiest part of the question, Hunter says Janelle, and the others agree because, duh, like, of course Janelle's the easiest. You don't need to be a doctor to be able to tell that.
Kody says to Aspen, why don't you answer? You haven't answered anything yet, even though this is the first question supposedly that's being asked in this Q&A.
So natural.
And Aspen says, I haven't had anyone be strict with me because I'm perfect. And I thought that was kind of funny. That's something I would have said.
It was very cute. And then it's funny because I think even Kody kind of acquiesces or whatever. Is like, yeah, you have been actually pretty perfect. So
yeah. And then the kids kind of laugh and go, well, that's just because Christine is so easy on you guys.
Right.
And Meri is so orange. Seeing her sitting next to all of the family in the back, what in tarnation is going on? I haven't noticed it. We used to point it out all the time how orange she was and how she would try to culturally appropriate. And she's brought it back.
Oh, God.
Don't tell me you didn't know this Q&A was coming, bitch, because you went and got a doubly spray tan just for this Q&A.
I'm thinking she must have bought that washer and dryer, got that pulled into the house in that first month that they moved in. So now she's got more money to spend, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if she bought curtains or blinds. She got all of those items figured out. So now she's got the budget to go back to her spray tan after the fake and bake. So she's doing it all.
Yep. She probably even has one of those Sally Hansen spray guns that she does herself at home on top of the spray tan she's gotten in the salon.
Oh, my God.
Like, she is, like, tripling up on that spray tan, honey.
Yeah, she looks like a chicken nugget.
She does. Oh, God.
Our second question comes to us from Darla. And Darla asks, do your kids want more brothers and sisters? And from which moms? Brianna, who is Robyn's youngest daughter, says she wants more kids and she wants Meri to have more kids. And then Aurora, her older sister, says Robyn should have one more and Meri should have 3 more. Oh, just a little bit of pressure from the children to be impregnated.
And the best and only honest answer here comes from Peyton. I don't think we need any more. 17 is enough to deal with. And Hunter agrees.
Absolutely. And Kody has to put a little pretty bow on this question by saying, good thing you don't get to decide. I get to have as many kids as I want.
It's giving like neener boo boo vibes.
Totally. I'm like, are you the dad here? Are you the adult in this room? Because that was straight up schoolyard crap. Like it was weird.
The way he said it is, I get to have as many kids as I want. Like sticks his tongue out at his own fucking children.
Not the tongue. Oh, God.
He might as well have. It was really weird the way he said it. As if his manhood was threatened in that moment.
Right. Like, oh, my children. Yeah, totally. Oh,
my kids telling me how many kids I can have? Absolutely not. I won't have it.
I won't have it. Not in this house. Not in Meri's house.
Question number 3 comes from Marianne. Who makes the best foods and what is your favorite?
I think we know where this one's going to go. Robyn. No, just kidding. No one would ever say
microwave eggs.
No one would ever say Robyn ever. Oh my God.
Peyton says, my mom, Christine, her mock tapioca pudding. And Gwendolyn says, my mom, Christine, shepherd's pie. And then Christine says, so who makes the worst food? Because she can't just take the cute compliments from her children. She has to be self-deprecating. And
she's got to keep sweet, you know. And Isabel raised her hand like they were in school. She's like, me. And so Kody gestures at her. And she says, Christine, my mom.
Yep.
And Christine laughs about being the best and the worst. You know, Kody
it's
draws
either good or bad.
Comparison to Babe Ruth hitting a home run or striking out.
Yes.
Which is funny about Babe Ruth. I didn't know that until recently. He either hit home runs or struck out, notoriously.
I love what Christine does here. Christine says, it's okay. I've got your back, and gives her a hug. I don't care that you said that. Because when she says who makes the worst food, the kids kind of like clam up, like nobody wants to say it. And so then when Isabel gets called on and kind of calls out her mom, Christine, after getting the compliments, it's just kind of cute that Christine says, it's okay, I got your back, and kind of hugs her from behind. And it's a sweet moment. It's definitely something that a mom would do.
Yes.
And she does.
Affirming her daughter's choice to say she's the worst. It was cute.
Yeah.
Our next question comes to us from Elliot. And Elliot asks, who gets to control the TV remote? And with so many brothers and sisters, how do you decide what to watch? Gwendolyn chimes in with the first answer, saying, at my house, we all fight over it.
Yeah, nobody gets to control it because we're all fighting over it.
And then McKelty's asked, and she says, first come, first serve, which there's generally a response of like, no, which I don't know where she's getting that. I don't know if that happens at Christine's house
Just
or
because
not.
she needs to talk, that's all.
Oh. McKelty
just
hasn't
needs
really
to
been
have
able
an
to
answer.
shine yet in this organic Q&A. So now that we're at question number 4, it's her chance. And she's shut down. Poor McKelty.
And Kody has to assert himself and say, what's my rule? And all the kids look around like, I don't know what the fuck's Dad's rule. We don't know. He's never fucking here.
He's
What's
never
Dad's
here.
rule?
We don't know
What's
what
Dad's
his
rule?
We don't know your rule, Dad. Are you our father?
Yeah, it's so weird. He has to insert himself and act like the disciplinarian. Well, what's my rule, children?
Yep.
What does Daddy say?
Insert crickets, because no one knows.
Yeah.
And he's like, rock, paper, scissors.
You can't decide what's the rule. Rock,
my
paper,
God.
scissors.
So annoying.
It's like so juvenile too. Can you imagine your kids fighting and being like, I don't know, rock, paper, scissors it, man. Rock, paper, scissors it, man. It works every time.
Works
Do
every
it.
time. Turns out it doesn't work every time, which he later addresses in another answer, which is funny. Yeah, okay. Kody, father of the year, father of the decade, father
paper,
of the
scissors.
millennium. And then the younger children are asked to leave the room because we're going to spice things up. We're going to get to the PG version of our questions. So, younger children, please be dismissed. Go play rock, paper, scissors in the street.
Now we've got questions for the teens of the family. Do we all know who the teens are of this family? Do I need to rattle them off for you?
Well, Kimber, who was here for this? Because it was so organic that not everyone was around.
We have Leon. We have Aspen. We have McKelty. We have Hunter. We have Maddie.
Maddie wasn't there.
Oh, no, we don't have Maddie. You're
No,
right.
she wasn't there. Just the ghost of Maddie passed.
Oh.
She's off getting high with her friends.
Probably. No, you're right, because Kody does a pretend answer for her at one point.
Yeah, Maddie's not there. And I don't
Yeah.
remember if Peyton stuck around for the teens.
I think that Peyton did stick around for
Yes,
this.
he did. Peyton was
Okay,
still there.
so I can't just rattle it off like I'm all knowing this time. I'm so sorry.
Oh, Kimber, you and your lists.
Fudged it up.
Yeah.
Fudged it up. Question number 5 comes from Tabitha. What are your personal beliefs on conservative clothing? How much skin is too much? Do the teens feel the parents are too strict?
So, of course, they have to show McKelty while this question's being read by Kody. They show her and she glances over her shoulder. And I thought, oh, honey, you've definitely never looked worse.
We all knew who was going to take the bait on this one.
So, of course, when the question wraps with, are the parents too strict? McKelty has to say, definitely yes. Of course.
I feel like I'm a teenager, so I should explore and wear whatever I want. And Kody literally says, ew, really? To his daughter's answer.
Well, Christine says, I'm crying behind you. What?
The other kids reference how McKelty walks around the house in booty shorts.
And a tank top.
Booty shorts and a tank top.
Yeah, that's slutty little McKelty.
Ugh.
Well, and before McKelty answers, they show this clip of Meri doing shit in the kitchen with McKelty, and it's a notorious clip
Yep.
of Meri being like, go put on something else, McKelty. I can see too much of your body. And McKelty saying something and her going, put on something else. Like, oh my God. And literally it was one of those times where we saw like a collarbone or something, and it was way too scandalous.
They
Her
bring this clip
voluptuous
up
bum.
over and over again, though.
Yeah. And as you pointed out, it's because she fills out her top in a different way than a skinny person who probably wouldn't have been told that, I'm assuming.
Yeah. The way that the body fits in the clothes, and that's why she's getting called out for it. It's not fair. And Kody says that he's tired of her walking around the house in booty shorts and says if he sees his daughter's cleavage, it's just degrading and nobody else should see it either. That's the complete wrong use of the word degrading. Did he mean to say it's disrespectful? It's just degrading if I see my daughter's cleavage?
Yeah, I mean, it's degrading to the daughters that he's having impure thoughts about them.
Yeah, that's freaking weird, man.
I mean, I think it was, yes, as a incorrect term, used correctly to him. I think it's a little give, a little tell.
It's creepy. With the wording that they use in this family, I'm like, you either don't know what words mean, or you really are using them in such a weird way because of your mind fuckery from the cult.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, McKelty says, well, I'm not actually walking around in booty shorts, and there's blah, 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 blah. And then the question is posed to Hunter about, well, how would he feel if there was a girl that he met? And what if she was dressed all scandalously and blah, 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 blah?
What if she was wearing booty shorts?
Yeah. And he said, well, if it looks good, it looks good. And was it Robyn that asked about the butt hanging out?
Yeah. Robyn said the booty shorts, again, like posed that to him. And
yeah, like, what if there was butt hanging out of the bottom or something?
And Hunter is just being so mature here, just like in the last episode when he was talking about sex. And if you're in love and in a committed relationship, then sex should be okay. Just like this, he's like, if it looks good, it looks good.
Yeah.
It's like, why are we ragging on this stuff with our kids? And then you get Hunter who's being completely sensible.
Yeah.
And so I think that Janelle, behind the scenes, the way she's parenting her kids is like, good job, Janelle.
Yeah. It's
right?
a good job, Janelle.
And she's the only one that kind of just keeps a little quiet during this question, too. Like, do we really need to be ragging on this with the girls again? She probably, in her way, understands it as like a person living in a bigger body, that sometimes clothes just fit differently on different women. So maybe that's why.
Yeah, that could be a part of it.
Yeah.
And just being more rational and level-headed, blah, blah, blah. I imagine she has the same talking points, but different enforcement and different things that float around those talking points.
Yeah.
I'm imagining Maddie probably gets the most lenience about apparel, look, vibes with the aesthetics, you know.
Maddie is well endowed and probably gets a lot of guff maybe from the other parents too. So if Janelle sees that happening to her daughter, she's less likely to comment on it with other girls in the family.
I can see that.
So I think that Janelle probably handles stuff differently with her children, and Hunter in these last 2 episodes has really shown with his answers. He also has a mohawk in this Q&A. It looks a little different than it has previously. It's more cut into like an actual mohawk, but I had to laugh because the kids sitting on the floor, half of them had shoes, half the adults had shoes, the kids didn't.
Yeah.
And he's sitting on the floor with his feet like straight out, and it's just his like big old gym socks.
Yes.
Such a jock.
Yeah.
Like such a jock.
Such a jock. Our next question comes to us from Ernesto. And Ernesto queries, the kids were so upset when you guys moved to Las Vegas. How do they feel about it now? Are they happy, or do they still want to go back? Janelle starts talking about Peyton because Peyton had such a reaction when they left Lehigh. She says, Peyton, when we were moving, you broke my heart. And then they cut to the scene of Kody telling the family, guess what? We're moving in 3 days and you can't tell anybody and I'm a fucking douchebag. And Peyton being clearly upset next to him and like crying, being like, what do you mean? Like I'm uprooting my life and my friends and everything. And it's like, oh, I hate when they flash back to this scene.
It is heartbreaking. It's an honest reaction that any child would have if you spring news on them like this. And they're kind of like, oh, trying to smooth it over. Their freaking weird way of doing things. And then we cut back to now, and Peyton says, I'm not glad we moved, but yeah, it's better here. And it just kind of feels like an answer to like placate the parents. Kind of feels a little half-hearted-ish.
Sure. Yeah, Hunter agrees at least with the second part of that statement that it's better here. And Leon says, I'm so grateful. I wouldn't have changed a thing. even though Leon was one of the more upset children, obviously, back in the day, crying, I don't need to leave. I know I'm not an adult, but I can live here, stay here. Keep the house for me.
Literally, keep the house for me.
Oh, Leon.
I feel like the only reason that Leon is saying this is because Leon's in their new house now.
Oh, yeah. Things have improved for Leon.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of more of like a selfish, like, well, I'm in this nice big house now, so sure, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful for the move. Okay.
Now that I'm going to the college I want and I live in a big, beautiful home. Well, beautiful is, a big home.
Things are going my way again.
Yep, exactly. I got to drive a car that wasn't the minivan the other day, so I'm doing okay.
Question 7 comes from Jeff. Jeff asks, I'd like to ask the teenagers, what's the most annoying thing your parents do?
Yes.
Hunter says, I hate it when my parents act like little kids in public. And they show a clip of the day of Robyn and Kody's wedding where they're dancing under like a pergola thing.
Yeah.
And it's not even like they're acting like little kids, and it's not even in public.
Yeah. It's an attempt to make them look silly, but it's lame.
It is
they
very
don't really
lame.
have good footage. I mean, they are going to use the other embarrassing footage I can think of Kody dancing.
yeah.
That's embarrassing, but they use it for another question. So they probably just don't have good footage to pick.
I feel like there's got to be more footage, and that's just something lazy that one of the editors was like, oh, I can think of this clip.
Yeah.
So they just pulled it, but they didn't actually look through footage to find an embarrassing thing in public.
Kody tells us that Maddie would say he tries to dress too hipster, to which Leon, of course, corrects him. You don't dress like a hipster. You dress like a girl. Your pants are very tight. And then we get a jewel, even more precious than
Oh my
Robyn's
gosh.
purity from Janelle. Amazing.
Janelle does this like huge full body laugh, like, ha!
Yes, throws her head back with this like burst of laughter, which I always love seeing from Janelle.
It kind of reminds me of an Ursula thing. She does.
Oh, she does do
like,
that.
Ha ha ha.
Yes.
And she goes, we like his pants tight. We replayed this like 3 or 4 times because I was chuckle butting over this.
This was a wonderful moment from Janelle. I love when she gets enthusiastic, especially when she's laughing and it's so funny. And then to slide into this, we like his pants tight. It's like, ooh, girl. All right.
She says pants like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Pants.
We like his pants tight. We like it when his little butt cheeks go like this and squeeze like this.
Oh, God. Such enthusiasm about Kody's pants and how tight they are. Oh, God.
All of the talk about Kody's tight buns.
Buns of steel, he says that he has.
Yes.
Buns of steel. And Leon says, we see those buns. And Hunter goes, this question's over. And it's like, yes.
And the teens take this as their cue to exit stage left.
Very organic, just like all of this whole episode is. They just are like, we're done, we're out. And that was that. So now we have only the parents on these pushed together couches in Meri's living room. And you so astutely pointed out that they do all fit on one couch. And I think Meri might be on a chair. I'm not sure. But there's still another couch pushed up as if there are more people there. And they are not.
Yeah, it's awkward. They just didn't take the extra seating away when the teenagers left.
Yeah. So it just looks more empty and more vacant, just like my soul. Elena poses the first question to the adults. If Kody lived alone, what kind of bachelor would he be? And Christine says, clean and meticulous. And then Robyn, of course, asks some question like, oh, really? Oh my gosh. And implying that Kody is a mess at her house and kind of questions this. And Christine says, oh, that's funny. because there's some sort of weird back and forth here. Well, Christine is giving this look of like, well, there's a difference between you and I. There's a difference between our homes. There's a difference between the way Kody treats our homes or something. And my takeaway was that Kody is comfortable enough with Robyn where he might be messy in her opinion, where at Christine's he feels tidy to her because he's maybe not as relaxed. I also feel like just in comparison, Christine is a slob. Her house is filthy all the time. I'm sure a normal person probably is clean to her. So I don't know. There was something under here. There was something bubbling under.
There's a weird back and forth, and I wrote it down because it just gives me like the feeling that they're realizing maybe for the first time how different he is at each other's home.
It had that vibe.
Because, Christine goes, very clean and have your things meticulous as to how it would be. And then Robyn looks at her and goes, you think he's clean? And Christine says, does he make messes at your house? And Robyn says, I'm not saying a word.
Yeah.
And Christine goes, that's funny.
Yes.
And gives this like sideways look to her. How can he be that different for each of us? She's realizing that's very different.
Yeah, there's something going on there, some processing.
Yeah.
And I, for some reason, just picked up that it was a little bit more about them specifically, maybe not every wife's house, right? I mean, what you're saying, but a little more micro, that it's like, oh, he's like this at your house, but not my house. And I don't know, some sort of juxtaposing, comparing, wheels turning. And in a way that makes me think that Christine's not happy about these answers and, well,
I agree.
the answer that Robyn gave.
It makes it feel to me like she's realizing that Kody's more comfortable at Robyn's. Like he actually has moved in and like settled in there versus living out of a suitcase each time he's at her house. He has his things. It's almost like if you go to a hotel, you unpack and you put your things on the sink in like a certain order because you're planning on packing them up so soon again that why get comfortable? Why unpack my suitcase? And so to me, it comes across that way, like he doesn't get comfortable when he goes to visit her, and maybe she's catching on to that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I could be reading into it too much.
I think that's true. Janelle says he would be very cosmopolitan. Nice houses, nice clothes, nice cars, affluent, and lots of women. Which, I mean, I think I kind of agree with Janelle because he's self-centered and I don't know.
It's a little weird. It's a little weird to say cars in plural, houses in plural.
Yeah, well, yeah, implying that he'd be super wealthy or something.
He'd have so much more money if he didn't have to pay for all these kids that he just had to have.
Right.
Like,
when in all reality, he probably makes the least except for Robyn. So
yeah,
there's that.
He even says, I'd have girlfriends all the time because I prefer the company of women over men. And Christine gives him this look, like this side eye, like if looks could kill. And then Kody has to try to like recover from this. And I think he realizes that that was not the right thing to say. So he tries to recover and he says, it was a good question, Alina, but I can't imagine myself single. So like he's backtracking. Question 9 comes from Tina. And Tina says, how do your wives control their jealousy? And this is the first time we've ever had a question about jealousy between them.
Yeah.
So I'm so curious what their answers are going to be.
Oh, yes.
Christine says, you have to go inward. I don't compete with you ladies because I love myself. She kind of says, once you're secure in yourself and you love yourself, then the insecurities go away. And Janelle says that she agrees with her, that being more secure with herself and embracing her talents and individuality has led her to be less bothered by jealousy.
And of course, because Kody is a saint among sinners, he asks if there's anything he can do to help with their jealousy. Oh, what a giver, that Kody, the giver. And Christine points out that she has an issue that when he gets mad about her being jealous, that it becomes difficult for her. I've never been jealous of my husband's other spouses, so I don't know. It's weird.
Well, how can you get mad at a normal human emotion in a situation like this where this is a normal emotion that would come up? It's just probably another way how he pits Christine against the other wives, because Christine has talked about the jealousy before and been so open about it, and other wives have kind of tried to gloss over it or hide it before.
And he probably thinks she should just keep sweet about it,
Yeah, keep it to yourself. Keep sweet about it. This is our life. Like, what do you mean? I don't want to be around you when you're being like this. And she makes a valid point. Don't get mad at me, because that definitely doesn't help. I'm having a normal human emotion. Let me have this emotion. And Meri says that reassurances go miles. So when he reassures them all, it just goes miles with her.
Miles for Meri.
And then 2 questions down, like, we bring up a huge jealousy moment from her again. So it's like, yeah, okay, Meri. Okay.
Okay, Meri.
God.
The next question is posed by Amy. And Amy asks, is Kody ever going to get a haircut? Ooh, Kody and his luscious locks.
Oh, yeah.
And Christine volunteers, well, Kody, it's up to you.
As she shakes her head no while she's saying the statement.
As if it's really clearance. No. But it's up to you. But please don't.
And Robyn has to open her fat mouth and piss me off. And she goes, he could shave it because he's just got such a nice face that he could shave his head and he would look good. This beautiful face. It's like, you fucking liar. Just a few episodes ago, when we had our lovely hairdresser, Kennedy. Oh, and he came home and talked about how he was joking about shaving it. She goes to Meri and says, you let him go alone to the hairdresser. Robyn's just always got to try to say whatever is going to make her look cute and the best and kiss ass. Kiss ass.
Well, and then we get a lovely insertion here by production of a graphic, a still of Kody with his long hair, where they use the cutting edge technology to cut his hair. And they buzz his head off from left to right virtually. And he's left with this buzzed haircut superimposed. And you noted that
it looks exactly like Logan.
He looks like Logan.
Like an older Logan.
And how Kody was so disturbed by how he looked with that short hair, just like his son.
Yeah. Christine talks about how he just looks so different now with his long hair and how he's ripened like a fine wine with age.
Yes. A fine wine.
What do you know about wine, Christine? What do you know about wine?
Cody's like a Boone's Farm or whatever. Like, give me a fucking break.
Like the blue Boone's Farm, too. Like the weird colored one.
Oh, no. It's just not right. That is funny. Christine, what do you know about wine?
Or men yet, in this instance,
men.
Because she's only ever been with Kody. So what do you know about fine wines or ripened men? Come on. I don't trust
Cody's
your opinion on this.
He's ripe like a fine wine. Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
It's very important for this next question that you get the name submitted with the question right, please. Pressure is on.
Question 11 is from Sonia Frumpa.
Oh, Sonia Frumpa! We love you, Sonia Frumpa!
Sonia Frumpa!
Oh, my God.
No. This is Sonia from PA.
I'm assuming it's a tweet.
Yeah.
And that they are, saying as a question sent in. And Meri does correct him. It's Sonia from PA. And I'm like, thank you, Meri. Because at first I thought,
God.
Is no one going to say anything about this? But thank God she did.
Sonia Frumpa wants to know.
Sonia Frumpa. We love you, Sonia Frumpa.
What do you do when your children have events on the same day and same time in a different location? How do you choose which event to go to?
This is where we get another return of rock, paper, scissors from Kody. But he does volunteer that it is too complicated for rock, paper, scissors. So that doesn't solve every problem.
I used to think that rock, paper, scissors solved everything, but it doesn't. The mom goes to the event, of course, and I try to make it to half and half.
Half and half. Does he roll the dice? Does he flip a coin? I want to hear more of his game metaphors here. I don't even know if it's a game, whatever you call these things, where you make a choice.
Oh, yeah.
So he makes his selections half and half.
I think that he meant he makes it to half of one event and half of the other.
Oh, I thought he meant he picks, like A or B.
Oh.
Interesting.
I thought he meant that he would go to the first half of one of the events and like the end half of the other.
Ah. See, I thought he was lying through his nasty teeth and saying, I go to half and half. And it's like, you don't go to most.
Well,
Let's be
he's
real.
probably bullshitting us. And so it doesn't matter what either of us thinks on the situation because it's not what either of us thinks.
Right. It's complete bullshit.
Bullshit, Kody. But of course, the mom goes to the event.
Well,
like
obligatorily, yes.
Yeah.
Happily, of course.
Happily. But they do say in previous episodes when there is a child's event, I think it's one of the kids' concerts or something, that if the other moms are free and Kody can't make it to the event because of another child's, the other mothers will like gather and rally behind the event that Kody can't be at.
Right.
So we've been given this answer previously, and I thought that was a good option. Got your extra moms there to give you support when your dad can't be there, but they can't say that again.
And before they went public, it would have been interesting because it's like, oh, that's my aunt or my mom's friend. They always reference that, how recently they've been able to be public. But before that, I wonder if the moms would sit by each other and it was like, can't be too friendly or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know.
That's why I don't believe any of these answers.
Right. This is it.
I don't believe any of it because we get different answers from season to season. And I get it. People's lives change. You do things differently throughout the years, but they feed us a bunch of bullshit.
Yep. Question 12. They didn't tell us who the question was from, so I'm going to pretend it's from me. Question 12 was sent in by me, Chris, co-host of my Sister Wives podcast. And I sent in, what was the most embarrassing or awkward moment for each of you on the show? Ooh, good question, Chris. Thank you. Thank you. Robyn says, I know exactly. It's when I was having Solomon. And she references the cameraman being in the corner of the room and how some of her body was showing. And I'm like, well, you missed that your dad was there filming it, taking pictures with a little camera.
Literally taking pictures of your bits.
Stepdaddy Uncle Paul was there documenting it all.
She says, it was pretty awkward. And I'm like, understatement of the year.
It was pretty awkward. Well, yeah. This family is so weird. It is really, really intense to have someone filming your birth.
What Kody says here, though, just shut the fuck up. He says, I'm sorry you felt so vulnerable. I was pretty impressed. Like, impressed with you. Sorry you felt vulnerable. You think? Her clisslapis was out. She wouldn't feel vulnerable?
She was a real lady being so vulnerable.
Oh my gosh. I almost let him off the hook for even the shitty comment that I thought it was.
Yeah, but he was impressed. So you got to give it to him. Got to give it to her. Got to give it to that poor cameraman. I don't know who you got to give it to.
Of course, you offered to have your baby on TV. I don't know why this is coming up right now. Like, to me, this would not be her most embarrassing or awkward moment because that's a huge decision to make. Like, in my mind, I'd have had to sit down and think about this almost like my whole pregnancy. Like, am I or am I not going to do this? So for her to be embarrassed by that now in hindsight, it's like, bitch, we saw it all. We didn't,
she's
obviously.
So dumb.
But
she is so dumb.
Yeah.
There are many people who would opt to not give birth on film, and that would be a very reasonable choice. So for her to have made this dramatic decision, and then for that to be her most embarrassing or awkward moment, it's like, I don't know, girl. I can think of several others on this show where you were far more embarrassing and awkward, and this is what you're picking? okay, girl.
That's because she just doesn't think that anything else she does is wrong.
Right.
So this is the moment she had to go with.
It's like every time that you've cooked, anytime we've gotten an interior shot of your home, it is literally embarrassing and humiliating for you, but you don't even know. You don't even know.
Even a couple episodes ago, when you're throwing yourself down on the counter of a convenience store, laughing your ass off like you're high about caramels. Oh, God, it's so funny. That's
The
more
unfortunate
embarrassing.
store, honey, the unfortunate store.
Is it still open?
That poor unfortunate store.
What if Janelle?
Janelle's like, I'm a frequent visitor to that store.
Oh my goodness.
Robyn, you've embarrassed yourself plenty. That was definitely not your most embarrassing. It probably was the one you should be the most shamed for. No, just kidding, just kidding. Maybe when you thought Wyoming was spelt with a Y. Maybe that was a little more embarrassing.
Christine tries to not answer the question.
Yeah.
Christine kind of avoids it and says, you get over things and then you see it again and it keeps getting brought up again and again. And you think that you've moved on from something and then it gets aired again. And Kody like pushes her.
Give an answer, Christine.
Give an answer. Just give us an answer. And she obviously doesn't want to give an answer because she doesn't want to relive things that have been embarrassing or horrible for her. And just like, let it go, Kody, but he can't. So she comes out and says that the most embarrassing moment for her was when she walked off set during the infamous wedding dress debacle
from season 1.
God.
When Kody confesses that he picked Robyn's wedding dress with her.
Mm-hmm.
And Christine was very upset and she walked off. And we learned from her book later that they took 3 or 4 days before returning to set. So
Yeah.
that was obviously very upsetting for her. And she doesn't think it was a good look, even worse than Robyn's dress.
But I don't even think she should be embarrassed for that. It was an honest reaction to something that they went and did behind their backs, and they kind of made a farce out of her shopping with her sister wives for the dress.
Yeah.
And I'd have been pissed too, but she's obviously been shamed enough by Kody that she thinks she should be embarrassed by this.
Agreed. I'm thinking if it wasn't Kody, it's internalized shame. It's totally the cult shit.
Yeah.
Girl, you should not have been embarrassed by that. That was pretty understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was not embarrassed for her. I thought it totally made sense. I would have been upset too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Any of the answers that they give, because we're going to, get to the rest of them here, but any of the answers that the wives give are things that they really shouldn't be embarrassed for.
Totally.
We get Janelle's answer next, and Janelle says that getting on the scale in front of the whole world was embarrassing for her, and she'd never even told Kody her weight before.
I can see having your actual number put on TV. Like when I've been my biggest, I wouldn't have loved that number to be on TV. I probably would have been embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
But because we know more of Janelle's story and the efforts she's made since then, it shouldn't be. It's like as a compassionate person, you'd want to be like, no, you shouldn't be embarrassed.
Yeah.
But I get it. Like I would be embarrassed. So.
But going back to 2013 was like the Biggest Loser still on TV and all of these shows that shamed people and were like doing weigh-ins and making them feel bad about their weight. So I can see during this time how this would be considered embarrassing or shameful to have shown to everybody.
Yeah.
So kind of thinking of like the time that this aired and was filmed, I can understand why she felt that way. Nowadays, like in hindsight, honey, you have nothing to be embarrassed about. And we've seen how hard you've worked. But they do show a clip of the initial weigh-in that they have with trainer Bill. And
Bill.
Him shaming her and saying, if you continue on this unhealthy path. And in hindsight, that clip is kind of degrading. The way he's speaking to her and knowing that it's on camera is a little harsh.
Yeah.
So
it goes with the vibe of some, like that approach from certain people. I don't know. I feel like it could motivate me. So I don't know. It's a gray area, but I think that she shouldn't be embarrassed, but
Definitely
I
not.
understand.
Yeah.
Oh, and Meri references her time at Big Bear with the family when she says, getting after the kids.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. They insert that scene of her telling the kids that they're all siblings, whether they like it or not, and you better start treating each other like it. Which, this scene, I was pro Meri the entire time, so I just hate that it's ever teed up that it's bad. And Robyn says, for me, that was a proud moment. Like, it wasn't an embarrassing moment.
Yeah, you stood up for my kids. I was proud of you for that.
Yeah.
And Meri does say that she didn't realize that the cameras were coming because the cameras had been around the corner and she didn't know they were still filming.
Yep.
So then when they heard her, like, kind of yelling at the kids and reprimanding them, they came around the corner with the cameras, which we obviously see. And so she was embarrassed that was caught on camera. The funniest thing about this to me is that she says, "Big Bear getting after the kids," and she stares off like she's a war vet thinking back on a horrible like memory.
Big Bear.
Oh, gosh.
Getting after the kids. Yeah. Getting after the kids is quite a statement. It's funny because even that's dramatic. Like, you weren't getting after the kids. You were correcting things that were like, this is unacceptable.
We've heard now that this was a big moment between her and Christine and Janelle where they were pissed at her for like yelling at the kids like that. And even that day, in the full episode, the parents kind of are mad at her for talking to the kids that way and don't understand it. Back when we watched that episode, I remember being like, no, she should be saying something to them. They're treating Robyn's kids differently. And if they're going to be siblings, they shouldn't be treating them like that. And good for you for standing up for the kids that are getting picked on. Mm-hmm. I'm happy that Robyn says here that she was proud of her because nobody had her back during the time of that Big Bear incident.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, Christine's rationale or her approach, she said, would have been to address it later or to talk to the children in another way. And it's like, okay, but this is what happened and it was in real time. And Kody backs up Meri here and says, I get it. No one wants to be yelling at their kids. Mm-hmm. And I'm going like, she wasn't even yelling. Like, they're making it sound like she was screaming at the top of her lungs. And it's like she was speaking in a stern tone because it was obviously some sort of chaotic situation. If any other adults were around, they were probably being too passive. And Meri's like, well, I'm going to fucking step in and do this shit. And she wasn't yelling at them. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the way that they treated her about this.
No, they're painting her as like a bad guy. And they tend to do that frequently with her and her parenting style. And so I think she has a lot of internalized anger at herself for situations with the kids. I think she has regret on how she's handled things with the kids and been made to be kind of the villain parent.
Yeah.
And obviously we don't know really what was going on behind the scenes, but in this moment, I totally stand with her. The little girls, Robyn's little girls were being picked on and everyone was saying, well, the little girls are just being sensitive and they're crying. And it's like, no, they're literally being brought into a new family and being told that these are their siblings and the older boys are picking on them. Of course they're going to cry.
Yeah.
Of course they're going to cry.
And there was a paralleled experience with Dayton even where Robyn, I mean, she was being Robyn and so gross, but was teeing up the idea of like, what if Dayton doesn't even want to be a part of this family because of the way you're treating him? And she, of course, had to weaponize it by being like, he could choose to live with his father. It's like, fuck you, Robyn. The real thing here is that your kids are being ostracized. They're being treated differently and it's not fair. And Meri was standing up for them. And, you know, if you don't like the way Meri talked to the kids in that scene, well, we have a different opinion.
We do. We definitely do.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Oh my gosh. Kody.
Oh,
His
Kody.
most embarrassing moment was when him and Meri were out to dinner together.
At Lakai.
Oh, at Lakai. And
Very
she
fabulous.
asked him, what would you think if I was with another man?
If I had another husband.
If I had another husband.
Oh, Kody.
God.
The vulgarity of being with another husband or another man sickens me. Like, oh my God, yes.
Every time that comes up, it just makes me cackle.
Oh, the vulgarity of her doing what he's doing sickens him.
We have a breakthrough moment during this, though.
It is
because
a breakthrough moment.
Meri apologizes for ever having posed that question to Kody.
Well, I didn't think that was the breakthrough moment, darling.
Oh, I think that she finally apologized and that it was like Kody was like, oh, thank God you admit you were wrong for asking me that.
When really the breakthrough moment was Kody, even if for selfish reasons to look good to everyone, recognizes that he was an idiot in his response and that he was feeling a certain kind of way.
Yeah.
And it's like, thank you. That's what's the problem here, is not Meri asking you the question to highlight that it's just whatever. Like, just wondering if you could maybe empathize with my situation. Could you pretend to be me? Well, that would be terrible because he has a penis and she has a vagina and they're in a cult. So that could never happen. Let's call it breakthrough moments for both of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lies.
I'd say so.
It's all lies.
Question number 13 is from Maggie. I'm very overweight, and I just never imagined I could change that. It just seems so overwhelming, but then I see Janelle doing it. What could you say to help me?
Long pause from Janelle. Cue the emotional music. Long pause from Janelle.
She says, wow, I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And she's like tearing up, and Christine says that she's an inspiration to her, and she's an inspiration to a lot of people that have seen the show. I don't know. I feel like this is very deep for her. I feel like she's like, wow, I'm actually making a difference. The fact that somebody asked me this and I can help other people is overwhelming to her. So then she kind of gives like a weird throwaway answer. And in my opinion, she says, just basically get moving and drink water, and finding the people who believed in me and believed that I could do it helped me the most.
It didn't feel like an organically true answer.
No.
I agree with you. I think she was so thrown off by her own emotions, her own response emotionally to the question. And I felt that emotion for sure. Aided by the emotional music, of course, because I'm a sap and I can cry when the wind changes directions. But I felt her feeling that for sure, you know? It seemed like she didn't really know how to answer the question because she was so moved by the question itself.
She was either so moved by it or she felt like undeserving of being like an inspiration to somebody.
Okay.
I think she still has a lot of issues, you know, with her weight and is still working through so much of that she can't imagine herself being an inspiration. And so she's so caught off guard, that she just doesn't even know how to answer it.
It was a lot for her. And I think it was also unexpected. Like she clearly was not prepared for it. And so, I don't know. I just felt for... It's like moments like that. I'm like, I love Janelle.
Yeah.
I love Janelle.
Yeah, I hope that resonated with her. And even though she wasn't able to give a meaningful answer because she was caught off guard, I hope that she was able to think like even later that day, like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Or when watching the episode back, like I hope she got to really feel that in a way that wasn't so, how am I going to respond to this? Like, let it sit for a minute, you know?
Yep.
Aaron poses our next question, question number 14.
You mean Aaron?
And Aaron, well, girl, I can't repeat that. I can't say 2 A's in a row. Aaron asks, so are you all actually sisters? I don't get it. Which I love because Christine has a great response. She says, yes, biologically. We have the same mother and the same father. Kody too, actually.
Yes.
Which I love. Like, they all have the same mom and the same dad. And Kody says, that's the reason our kids are so smart. And I'm like, holy shit. Oh, the levels, the layers.
Like,
here.
Kody, you didn't need to bring that into
like
it.
Inbreeding in your children's intelligence.
They're all like laughing though, and Christine's, sarcastic comment is pretty funny.
Yeah.
And then Christine talks about the history of the sister wife name and how it's been called that since the beginning of time.
And Mormon fundamentalism. We didn't really get a good answer there, just that that's what they've been called. So that's that.
As we know, too, from the Darger family, there are actually sister wives who are sisters. So they're probably like laughing at this because they are not siblings or sisters, but There are plig families where that is the case.
At most, they are distant cousins or former people related through marriage, a.k.a. Janelle married to Meri's brother and now married to Meri's husband.
Mm-hmm.
That's as close as they get to being real sisters.
Dargers, I don't think you could get any closer because there's twins, right?
Right.
Twin sisters.
Yes.
Like, you can't get much closer than that.
Like, that's
Hello.
a whole nother layer to the Eskimo sisters thing, you know?
Ooh.
Like, not Eskimos, but...
Eskimo brothers, I think it is, right?
I know, right?
Yeah.
So they're Himalayan sisters.
Ooh.
Himalayan sisters.
Oh.
Dude, no. That is so wrong. Please forgive me.
Oh, boy.
Please forgive me.
Oh, we're going to move on to question 15, posed by Bonnie. How have your lives changed since the show began? Would you do anything different? Has going public been mostly a positive experience?
My Bonnie lies over the ocean. My Bonnie lies over the sea.
My Bonnie lies over the Himalayan mountains.
Please bring Mary's mother Bonnie back to me. Because we got to move into the house now, Bonnie. You got to come back so we can move into the house.
Help me move.
Oh, my God. Sorry, everybody. This is the last question, just so you know. You guys are going to be free of us soon, I swear.
They kind of all go scary, scary, scary. It was scary, scary, scary at first.
Mm-hmm. They insert a scene of the press, in quotes, filming outside of the split-level compound. You know, Robyn looking out the basement window. Oh, they're here. They're filming us. And it's like one person with a tripod. Like, okay, girl.
Janelle feels that she's been able to have more honest friendships after being open about her family situation. And that's got to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
she has mentioned previously that she felt like she didn't have good, close friendships because she had to hide this huge part of her life and hide her family. So they show clips of them with friends and kind of in external situations with other adults in Vegas.
Yeah.
And
As sister wives.
and out in the open. And yeah, you've got to have better friendships after being open about it, right?
Yeah, when she referenced that she couldn't be this open for years.
Mm-hmm.
Just the phrase 4 years stuck with me in the sense of, my God, for how many years did she have to lie to people that she was supposedly friends, acquaintances, coworkers, blah, blah, blah. And you're building rapport, you have these relationships, but then you're literally lying all the time to these people. And on one hand, I'm going, God, it must be such a relief. And on the other, I'm still stuck on the fucking lying for so many years. I'm like, y'all are just a bunch of fucking liars. So while I feel for her that's great that she has that now, I'm like, bitch, you lied for so fucking long. All these people lied and they still lie.
Imagine being one of those friends that finds this out and feeling like, did I ever really know you? That's kind of how I would feel.
Yep.
Because that's literally like your entire family life, your entire home life, and you're lying about your own children. That's got to be difficult, to be in that situation where you feel like you have to lie. But like as a friend of somebody that did that, I'd be like, whoa.
Yeah.
The fact that you could do that for so long and hide it from me for so long is a little scary, I would think.
I don't know that it would be like unforgivable.
Right.
But because there's other situations where people lie about things and I'm sure you can be forgiving. And I don't know. There are times where she talked about being at work and how her coworkers wondered how it is that she could work late and never had to leave for appointments and all that shit.
Yeah.
And it's like even something that basic, like, yeah, you just lied to all of your coworkers. Like you had to, or she felt she had to.
Well, and imagine maybe this is where I might find it unforgivable. Let's say you're like a struggling mom and you're like confiding in her about how you're struggling to get it all done and how your work performance is suffering because of your home life.
Yeah.
And then just looking at her and being like, how is she doing it? She's so perfect. And, yet she's like lying to your face about how she's doing it.
Yeah.
That would almost be a little like backhanded. Like I felt bad about myself because you were getting it all done and being the superhero mom and really you weren't.
That's so messy.
That would feel
Ugh.
shitty.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not good. But I mean, happy for you, Janelle.
Yeah.
Just
happy
like,
you can be open about it now.
It just doesn't sit right with me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. It's
Yep.
fine. Robyn tells us that it's so hard to have people watching you and judging you and making a call on who you are. What? Like seeing who you are and coming to conclusions that you are a lying, fraud, loser, bitch?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Allegedly. Ugh, she's so gross.
You literally just lied about how you'd be okay with Kody shaving his head when earlier on we have actual footage of you saying that you'd be mad if he shaved his head. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, shut
And
up.
it's really just like people putting together the pieces and seeing who you really are. Like they can see through your facade. And this family might have fallen for some of your shit. I don't think they all fell for it. And I don't think they all fell for all of it.
No.
But she thinks everyone's buying her song and dance. And it's like, no, people don't buy it. You look like shit and you look like a pile of crap. Pile of crap. And everybody knows it.
Yeah, I think that there are storylines that are spun for reality TV and fake villains made up for reality TV all the time.
Yeah.
I think that it's hard after 20 seasons for people to not see who you really are.
It's not all editing. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Cody gives himself a pat on the back and says, we were doing a brave thing. And I'm like, ew, like just the way he talks about shit. He's like, I don't know if it's a martyr, but I don't know what that vibe is of like, we did a brave thing. Like, okay, I mean, sure, maybe, no.
Giving yourself all the kudos.
But we were really scared, he says. If I could do it again, I would eliminate the fear. And I'm like, this is why I fucking can't stand Kody, because you're a douchebag, you're an idiot, you're a loser. But when I look back on points in life where I was scared or whatever, I do wish I would have eliminated the fear.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I would have just tackled the issue and not been so caught up in my mind and anxious.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, amen, Kody. Fuck you, you know?
Yeah. I do think a lot of us feel that way in hindsight about things. If I could have just done that differently, I would have just not cared what people thought. Or I would have just been, brave and just done what I wanted. So I get it, but it also feels like a phony answer at the same time. It feels like a practiced answer, even though I kind of can relate.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
This is it. I love to hate him.
Bonnie asks, how have your lives changed since the beginning of the show? And he says, well, when the show began, I had a wife coming into the family. I had one baby on the way, and then I had another baby, and then we had the move. So yes, I mean, it's been one hell of a roller coaster. It's like, yeah, you're literally just listing off all the life changes that you've had. This person means something different than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
About your literal experience, like how it made you feel. Would you do anything different? Oh, let's just avoid all that and point out the things where they can show a clip while I'm talking about it.
Like, duh, no shit, those things have changed your life. Like, yeah, we get it.
Cut to literally them having banter back and forth, commenting about how these are good questions and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you literally just gave bullshit answers to these questions. You are so, they're so crazy. And Robyn even says, a little more thought going on. I like that. And I'm like, a little more thought going on? This sounds like third graders answering questions.
Yeah.
Oh, these people. Oh, my God. And of course, Kody, the patriarch of our family, has to wrap up the episode with a funny bit, a very funny bit. Oh, and he says, oh, no one brought up sex. Oh. Then he jokes to production off camera about how he should get a bonus for bringing up the subject because he knows they all want them to talk about sex and they don't want to talk about sex.
He's talking to the people like off camera.
Yep.
And Meri and Robyn kind of say simultaneously, why did you have to bring it up? And then Kody, looking off, to the producers or whoever's behind the camera, says, I get a cookie for that, don't I?
I should get a cookie tonight. Yeah.
I get a cookie tonight?
A cookie tonight. Meri says, well, that's awkward.
I didn't mean it like that.
I didn't mean that, Cookie.
Janelle, I think, and Christine, they're like, ew, stop.
God.
Like, oh my God, you guys are so juvenile. As you're saying, oh, the questions were better this time.
Yeah.
They were so much more insightful and blah, blah,
Yes.
blah. And then you got to end it like this, you morons.
What thoughtful questions. We really exposed ourselves in deep and meaningful ways. And then Kody's joking about the cookie that he could get that night. Sister Wives. You guys are here listening to us talk about Sister Wives.
Yes.
Friendly reminder, that's what's happening. All right, darling. You know how we wrap these up.
Shit stain and mustard seed time, I believe.
What do you want to start with?
I don't even know because it's difficult with these ones. I am going to start with shit stain.
Ooh.
And I am going to give it to Robyn yet again because her answers are just so phony and basic and fake. Talking about, oh, I'm so embarrassed looking back having Saul on camera. Like, bitch, you had 9 months to think about that. Stop.
Yeah.
Give us like an honest, deep answer. But you can't do that because you can't actually admit to any faults or anything that you might have actually done wrong on camera. So you're going to say, oh, I'm giving birth on camera. All right. Yep. We all wish that hadn't happened too, darling.
She wasn't embarrassed kissing Kody on film while Christine was giving birth to his child.
Yeah.
She wasn't embarrassed by that. Interesting.
Yeah.
It was more embarrassing to do this planned birth.
Yeah. It wasn't embarrassing for her to have gone dress shopping with Kody behind her sister wives' backs.
Right. She should be so much more embarrassed and humiliated by these other things.
Yeah, and she could even use this as a time to like fess up to some of that and say
and
like, I am
apologize.
sorry for that moment. And I do wish I could do that over again and not do that. Like, no, she has to say something stupid as per usual.
They can't build real relationships on this show, obviously. I'm going to bestow my shit stain on Kody Brown. Because Kody Brown, his implication that rock, paper, scissors could solve all of the problems in his world is ridiculous. The way that he talks about how seeing his daughter's cleavage is degrading.
Yeah, that was weird.
Is not only grammatically incorrect, but really shows his internalized misogyny. Is that the word that you used in our last
kind
episode?
of like implies that he's thinking some type of way. I
that,
don't know.
That like men, of course, can have no control over themselves, and like how very dare you expose yourself to everyone, including your own father. And it's like, my God.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of his answers were just throwaway answers as well. Like, oh, we were doing the brave thing here by coming out and...
Oh, yeah. Pretending to be brave. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, taking too much credit for being brave. And
then
everything having to do with Meri and the baby shit, I just can't even. I can't even. I don't want to hear about it anymore, and he needs to drop it.
He also tried to be husband of the year, and he tried to ask the follow-up question about the jealousy and what can I do to make your jealousy better?
Oh,
and
right.
It's like, shut the fuck. You don't care.
As if he was ever going to do anything with any of those answers.
Yeah, you're right. He deserves it. As per usual, it's those two. As per usual.
And I can't forget when he said, oh, good thing you don't get to decide. I get to have as many kids as I want, to like Hunter, as if he was a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're less mature than your high school-aged son.
Yes.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that was bad. That was pretty bad.
Not good.
My mustard seed is going to Janelle.
Ah, yes.
Because obviously she's doing a good job with her kids here because Hunter has had some pretty good answers to things. And it's really coming through in the last 2 episodes, like how her parenting style is like differing and giving her children more insight through a couple of things that Hunter has said, like, you know, if it looks good, it looks good. And, you know, sex with someone you love and are committed to, like, should be allowed. Like, I don't know. Obviously, her parenting style is paying off and she's creating humans that are going to be productive members of society. Where some of the other ones, it's questionable if their children will be productive members of society. And I think we know nowadays that some of them are not. So that, and then her getting thrown by the question about weight loss and not knowing how to take her kudos and pats on the back. I hope that was eye-opening for her, and I think that was a truly honest reaction of her and being caught off guard. And I don't know, she deserves it, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I support that mustard seed. I'm giving my mustard seed this episode to Meri Brown. And, you know, it pains me to do so sometimes. But this episode, I'm okay with it because, you know, and it's weird that I'm saying this because she referenced the Big Bear moment as an embarrassing moment.
Yeah.
Which, I'm like, oh, God, really, girl? Because that's why I'm giving her my mustard seed, is that she did that. And I really wish she would have stuck with it in the sense of like, no, I was doing the right thing. I don't know.
But this might be the first time that she's actually gotten confirmation that it was the right thing to do. Because I think she was shamed, like, ever since that incident happened.
Yep.
Like, I think she was told that she was wrong for that for so long that, of course, she feels like it's embarrassing. But this might be the first time that, like, Robyn and Kody actually said, like, no, we were proud of you for that.
Oh, and of course, when they're wrapping up the episode, she did try to make Kody be embarrassed by his cookie comment, which I appreciated.
Yeah,
So
she
it's like,
tried to shut him up.
thank you, Meri. Thank you, Meri, for trying to humiliate Kody on film. Always appreciate that. Our Keep Sweet moment this episode comes to us all the way from the other side of the pond, darling. I'm not going to do the British accent because I can't do it. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, God. I'm so sorry. Laura McKay89 left us a review on Apple Podcasts from the UK. And Laura McKay89 titled their review, My Favorite Podcast. Although it does read like my favorite podcast.
My favorite podcast.
See, there you go. God. Please don't tune out, everyone. Please stay with us. We're
I
almost
get
there.
called out so much for switching
For our
accents.
bad
and being so
accents.
bad at it.
We're all over the world. We're global.
Oh.
I wait in anticipation for the weekly episode of my Sister Wives podcast. Being from England, I don't know anyone else that even knows what Sister Wives is. So when I discovered your podcast last year, it was like I had two best friends to sit and dissect each episode with. Love the way you guys say, Kody! Keep them coming, guys. Oh, isn't that sweet?
That is sweet.
Oh, I mean, we're actually using the word sweet.
Should we say Kody like that with a British accent?
Oh, Kody.
Oh, Kody.
Oh, Kody. Oh, how offensive. I'm so sorry, Laura McKay.
I apologize.
Yes. But you know what? I'm so glad to hear from people, like I said, on the other side of the pond, globally, internationally. This is an international podcast, girl. We are international.
And they know all about that Habsburg jaw over there.
Oh. We're like the United Nations of Sister Wives.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm kind of like Kody giving us a little too much credit. We are a brave podcast.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
And thank you for coming on this journey with us, Laura McKay89. And thank you everyone else as well.
Toodles.